Hello and welcome to Meditation with Laurelle, hosted by Wild Wandering Creations. I'm Laurelle and I'm going to be leading you through your meditation practice today. Go ahead and start to find your way into a comfortable space, maybe a quiet space, away from any distractions, any noise. Maybe you even shut off your phone so that you are not disturbed during this time. Start to make any final adjustments in the body so that you're nice and comfortable. And maybe you choose to close down the eyes. You can start to soften the muscles in the face, releasing any tension in the forehead. Softening the eyes and the eyelids. Relaxing the muscles in the cheeks. And releasing any tension in the jaw. Start to soften through the muscles of the throat and the shoulders. Moving down your body and noticing the body start to soften and let go. And I want you to notice how your body feels in this moment. Relaxed, calm, and perhaps free from any worry. If anything is distracting the mind, consuming your thoughts, seeing if you can let that go. Seeing if you can just start to quiet the world around you, quiet the mind, and allow yourself to simply observe the breath. Now, today we're talking about a difficult topic. Our meditation is around shame. And becoming familiar with these difficult emotions requires us to remain aware and open. So as you settle into this meditation practice, I want you to remember that you are in control of this meditation. And that at any point, if any emotions or feelings become all too consuming, that you can open your eyes, take a deep breath, and reground yourself, recenter yourself. But I invite you to remain open, aware, and curious. We must stay curious and move slowly through this discomfort to understand where these difficult emotions come from, how we can tend to them instead of running away from them, and how we can learn to heal. So let's explore the topic of shame. I know it feels icky. Even saying the word out loud or in your head might bring feelings of discomfort. That's completely normal. Maybe even saying the word reminds you of a time, an experience where you felt shame. And that's okay. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to experience it without pushing it away. Okay, now that we've introduced the topic, let's take a nice deep breath in. Let it go. Deep breath in. Release it, let it go. Big breath in. Start to settle. Start to relax. Release any tensions that arise as we introduce this topic. Allow yourself to reconnect with the breath. Notice how you're feeling. And hold your awareness here. So what is shame exactly? Brené Brown defined shame as the intensely painful feeling or experience of believing that we are flawed and therefore unworthy of love and belonging. Something we've experienced, done, or failed to do makes us unworthy of connection, She also says, shame is the most powerful master emotion. It's the fear that we're not good enough. So I want you to think about that for a moment. Really let that sink in. And I'm going to repeat it one more time. Brené Brown defined shame as the intensely painful feeling or experience of believing that we are flawed and therefore unworthy of love and belonging. Something we've experienced, done, or failed to do makes us unworthy of connection. She also says shame is the most powerful master emotion. It's the fear that we're not good enough. Now, we've all had that feeling before. We've all experienced shame, and we've all experienced that fear that we are not worthy and that we are not good enough. And in that feeling of not feeling good enough or worthy, we feel we are unworthy of connection. And so I want us to again remain open, aware, and curious, and start to explore shame and how it shows up in our lives, how it shows up for us as the individual. And so our first step in dealing with difficult emotions is we have to face the root of the shame. Where is it stemming from? Where is it coming from? Where has it come from before? And in evaluating that shame and that emotion, I want you to ask yourself, how do you talk to yourself? How do you speak to yourself? What words do you use? What tone do you use? And something a friend of mine said to me once, when it comes to how we speak to ourselves, I said something to her, something negative towards myself. And her immediate response was, don't talk about my friend like that. And so we have to remember, would we speak to other people like that? Probably not. So why do we speak to ourselves like that? And the next step in our curiosity and our awareness and our exploration of shame is compassion. Finding compassion towards ourselves. Working towards accepting that we are human. We are not perfect and we will never be perfect. And that's okay. And the most important thing when experiencing shame and exploring shame is to be curious rather than critical. So when we experience something and it allows us or it causes us to feel shame, maybe we failed a test, maybe we tried out for something and we didn't make it, maybe we worked really hard towards a goal and it didn't really work out quite how we expected, or we plan a workshop and nobody shows. So we feel shame. We feel unworthy. And we have to realize that we are still worthy. Our actions and our accomplishments do not define our worthiness. We are worthy for simply breathing, for simply being alive. You were worthy when you took your first breath. And so when we feel shame and we feel discomfort, we have to explore it. We have to face the root. We have to choose how we speak to ourselves carefully. We have to uncover compassion. And we have to face it. We have to talk about it. We have to explore it. And think about all those times that you've experienced shame and you've just bottled it up and you've left it just for yourself and you're afraid to talk about it with your loved ones. But if we only remained more open and allowed ourselves to explore it and talk it out, maybe we wouldn't feel so alone in our shame. That's a lot. I know it's a lot. Let's take a deep breath in. Sigh it out, let it go. How are you feeling? Ask yourself now, how are you feeling? What's come up? Maybe notice if any tension has built back up into the body as we explore this topic. Seeing if you can unclench the jaw, relax the muscles of the face. And as we come to the end of our practice together, as we come to the end of our time together, I invite you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for times that you spoke negatively towards yourself. Forgive yourself for bottling up your shame and holding it, not exploring it. Forgive yourself for those moments, those times that you felt unworthy, where you convinced yourself that you were unworthy of connection, unworthy of love. Forgive yourself for forgetting that you are human. We make mistakes, we learn, we grow. That the only way forward is compassion and kindness, awareness, and curiosity. I invite you to repeat out loud or internally, I am whole just as I am. I am whole just as I am. You do not earn worthiness. You do not become worthy. You are worthy right now, just as you are. Let's take another big breath in and a big breath out. I hope you are feeling a little lighter. I hope you are feeling a little bit more open and curious. And I hope you continue to practice and remain aware and explore even when things feel difficult. Remember that you are worthy. Remember that you are loved. With gratitude for our practice, with gratitude for our community. Thank you for holding space with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you enjoyed this meditation, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the section below, and I will see you next week.